Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how the test 3 review page works so that you can have a better idea on how to best use it, because there's so much material that you can use to help you study, so you really want to find out what is best for you. Okay, so let me walk you through it. We have these are the topics that are covered on this test, and then we have this link to a blank test review sheet. So let's say you want to fill out the review sheet again as practice, you could click on this link. There's going to be an answer key. So this is going to be a document that has all the answers, but it will be updated starting on Thursday based on you answering the question. So for example, on Tuesday, you're assigned to answer question 1 through 16. So then on Thursday, at some point, those questions are the answers to those questions are going to be updated so that you can go and check your answers. And then on Friday, after you finish the questions for homework on Thursday night, the answers will come out again on Friday, and then it will be fully updated this weekend. And then if you want a really quick review, right, you really got to think about how much time do you have in order to study for this test. You have all weekend, but it could be Sunday night and it's 9 o'clock and you still haven't studied, and you want to make the best out of that situation, right? Obviously, if you give yourself more time to study, that could help, but you really need to be efficient about it. So if you want to study really quickly, this is what you do. So there are these two videos kind of explaining everything that we've learned pretty much. So for example, 1.6, 1.7, those are macromolecules and enzymes. So in this video, I actually go over a lot of the review sheet questions. This was for our midterm last year. But that kind of, go over the material pretty well with you. And then there's this video over here. It's the same idea, but this one also includes a little bit of ecology questions. And then we have these two Quizlets. So these two Quizlets right now, they only have vocabulary. So it covers 1.6, 1.7, 2.1, and 2.2. So those two Quizlets do not have hydrogen bond and water, but they have a lot of vocabulary that you'll need to know for this test. And vocabulary is very important, right? So you need to know the definition of, for example, what is a substrate? What is an active site? What do we mean by the word population, right? And then so if you want a really quick review, these are what you will do. And this is a way to get yourself started. However, if you are a high achiever, as I want you to be, and you want to study to your best ability by topic, then you can look at the review by topic, right? So you can just go down the topic. We are going to have 5 topics on this test in total, and you can just look at each one of them and then really hammer it down and make sure that you really got it, okay? So for example, you're starting with 5.1. You're trying to study 5.1 water properties. You feel not very okay with it, for example, right? If you really feel not okay with it, you will watch this video, because in this video, I go over all the slides for water properties. It's basically me reteaching you everything about water properties. And if you watch this video, it's almost like taking the class again. It's only 14 minutes, but it's going to be 14 minutes where you really got any question that I can ask you about water properties, you'll probably get it right? So that's what you will do. However, if you already feel pretty good about water properties because you've done the review sheet, you've looked at some of the other review material, you want to see if you really got it, right? You think you got it, but you don't want me to find out that you don't actually got it, but you're also not really sure whether you actually got it or not. What you will do is you can look at this practice Google form, right? So you can do this practice again, try a few questions, see if you really got it or not. And then moving on, we have 1.6, 1.7. It's the same idea. Sorry, the plane. Sorry, not sorry. I didn't drive the plane. Okay, it's gone now. All right, so we have now 1.6, 1.7, same idea. If you're not really sure what's going on at all, if you don't remember anything about macromolecules or enzymes or really any of the topics, then you want to really look at the class material PowerPoint and the videos, right? But if you think you got it, or if you've gone through these 2 steps and now you're ready to quiz yourself a little bit, then you can choose some of these practices, right? There are a lot of them available, but you can, choose whichever one that looks good to you. There are Kahoots if you really like to play Kahoot. There are quizzes if you like playing those. There are previous Google Forms and quizzes that we've used in this class. So you could use those to really test yourself, right? The idea is you want to test yourself before I test you so that you find out what you don't know, right? And every time you find out what you don't know, that's a huge learning opportunity, because once you find out what you don't know, you're going to take a step, and now you're going to know it, right? And once you know it, when you look at the test, you'll know it, right? There's no way that I can ask you a question that you don't know because I already figured it out, which is the best case scenario, right? So I hope this helps. I know this is a lot of material, but I hope this kind of breaks it down a little bit for you. As a summary, for quizzes and videos, those are kind of your, videos especially, and the PowerPoint, that's for review. If you think about macromolecules, you just have no idea what's happening, right? You would definitely want to watch the video, right? That's a quick rundown, a really quick way of kind of relearning the things that you already forgotten. And then once you learn that, right, you've done your review sheet, then you want to practice, right? You practice with these games, but you can also practice with the review sheet. The review sheet kind of have grids on it, right? If you fold it by half, then you can look at the questions and quiz yourself on the answers and really think about, do I know the answers or do I not, right? Do I really know it? And then over the weekend, I'm also going to post one more Quizlet where they're like right here. It's not here yet because it's not made yet, where there's going to be review sheet questions and answers in a Quizlet. So if you are really good at using Quizlet practice function or the learn function, right? So you don't want to just look at the Quizlet. Look is a really bad word for learning because when you look at it, you don't know it, right? It's most likely that you won't know it. Looking doesn't help. You have to really use more brain power. If it feels comfortable, it's wrong. Okay, so there's going to be another Quizlet with the review sheet, questions, and answers. So then you can really start testing yourself and see if you got it or not. Okay, and then as a reminder, there's going to be a review session on Sunday night with Ms. Raffles. Please let us know if you have any questions or if you need help with anything. Bye. I hope this is helpful.